Good afternoon, parents, and a warm welcome to our parents who are here in school, and also a very warm welcome to those of you parents who have joined us via Facebook. This afternoon, we are holding our reception briefing for children who will be reception 2021. It will be another challenging year, but the teachers in our school, reception class in particular, and also the school itself are up to the challenge. Our classrooms are ready, the teachers are ready, management is ready, and you can see our class from behind here is brightly lit, just like all the other classes. It will be a very exciting year because the children in reception are coming into our school for the first time, and I'm sure they're all very, very excited to join our big family, Kalulushi Trust School. So our teachers will be ready to welcome our children and also lay the important foundation for our school. The children will be coming in and actually for reception on Tuesday, 2nd February. So parents, please take note. Our children are coming in 2nd February on Tuesday, and they are all expected to be in at 7:20. And they will report to the school hall where they will meet the new class teachers. Parents, you come in with your children, you go to the school hall. Reception is it's at a foundation of everything, mathematics, reading, and language, so the teachers will be working very hard with the children to lay this very, very important foundation. But please remember, parents, education has got 3 points. There's the child, the teacher, and you, the parents. So all these stakeholders are very, very important. We all have to work together so that the child will get the best education. Therefore, we expect high levels of support from the parents. This year we have 2 reception classes. There's reception blue, which will be taken by Mrs. Chengo, and should be assisted by Ms. Tembo. Reception red will be taken by Mrs. Yatsumo, and she'll be assisted by Ms. Weupe. So this afternoon, Mrs. Yatsumo will do the briefing, and without wasting much of your time, I'll invite Mrs. Yatsumo. Mrs. Yatsumo.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Halubanza. Parents, I welcome you to reception briefing this afternoon. What I want to talk about is that children come in different ways. Children have got different characters. So we are not supposed to compare the children that we have. So what we have to know is that when children are growing, they grow in a different manner. So you can't compare the way Richard was and the way Andrew is. So what you have to know is that the children that we're going to receive in reception, they'll come from different backgrounds as well as with different exposure. You find that some children will come telling you, I've been in Livingstone, I've been at Sanfia Beach, I've been at Garden Court, and some will be just quiet about it. So we just have to respect the way our children are. Our role as teachers is to mold our pupils in order for them to have an outstanding behavior and character. Now, when these children come in school, on our class timetable, we have what we call an ED walk. An ED walk is education walk. whereby we give an opportunity to all the children to know about our school map. When we talk about our school map, we mean the secretary's office, the principal's office, the vice headmaster's office, as well as the headmaster's office. Not only that, we also teach them about the school rules, as well as the manners, how to keep themselves in terms of neatness, as well as knowing about the magic words. What are these magic words? Thank you, I'm sorry, may I? So once they finish the term of reception, they will be able to know about these things. Now, parents, you should be involved. You should be helpful in terms of homework and every activity that a child does. So I'm going to give a practical example concerning helping and being involved in reception. Some of the parents would say reception is not very hard, so children will manage, but we need your help. We need you to be involved. So the example that I'm going to give you is about sounds. This week, we are looking at two sounds. We are looking at sound A as well as sound S. So this is sound A, and we call it a big brother is A. And sound S, the big brother is S. So when these children come home, they will tell you, Mommy or Daddy, we learned about these two sounds. So what we expect you as parents is to help these children come up with this homework. What do I mean? For example, if you don't have a real apple, a fruit at home, you can just draw it. You can tell the child to draw an apple, or you make an apple as a parent and you label it. Once the child comes in school, this child will be confident enough, because this child will stand in front of the other children and he or she will talk about what he or she has brought in school. Meaning, even the shyness, the quietness would disappear eventually. Now, we also look at the color blue. Since this week, on Wednesday, children are supposed to wear the color blue, because we talk about, we have a story that we talk about, it's called a blue jack. So when we put blue things, we expect a child to come in a blue cloth, any type, or a blue ribbon, or anything representing the color. So in the course of the week, we expect a child to come with something representing the color. So when you are involved, children are going to participate fully and they are going to enjoy their being in reception. I will now talk about how to handle the books. In school, we provide a plastic bag. So once we provide the plastic bag, we also cover our homework books. On Monday, we have a phonics homework. So what we do, we put sounds inside. So when we give the child this book, you need to help the child do the work. Not you as an adult to do the work, but since the child already knows about the sounds that we've looked at, this child will be able to draw items beginning with the sound that we're going to cover in the course of the week. So this is a homework covered with plastic nicely. And this is a communication book that is also covered nicely in a plastic bag, with plastic, I mean. So what you do, this communication book is where we put our queries. If we're not sure of anything, if a child has forgotten anything, you need to put all your comments in the communication book. So this communication book is covered properly, as well as the homework. And once we put in the plastic bag, we expect you parents to buy a clear bag. This is an example of a clear bag. So we've got two examples of clear. This is a small one and this is a big one. So I would advise you to buy a bigger one. Once you put the books nicely in a clear bag, We avoid books to be soaked as well as to be wet. So whenever we put this in the child's bag, we make sure that the books are not wet with juice or cooking oil from the food. Allow me also to talk about the correct uniform that is allowed at Kalulushi Trust School. For the boys, it's a pair of shorts, a pair of trousers, as well as a white shirt with Kalulushi Trust logo. Of course, with a gray jersey. A gray jersey should also have a Kalulushi Trust logo. So now, when these children are wearing these uniforms, they should also, for the boys, gray socks or black socks with black shoes, not brown shoes, with a black belt. For the girls, they can either wear a gym dress, a pair of gym dress. Unfortunately, we don't have a skirt, as well as a skirt, a white shirt, of course, with a jersey having a Kalulushi Trust logo, white socks, as well as white pullers with black shoes. Let me also talk about the PE attire. The PE attire, when a child belongs to Kariba, he or she needs to put on this t-shirt. It's a blue shirt with a black short or a white short. When a child is in Zambezi, he or she is supposed to put on a yellow shirt, of course, with a black short. When a child is in Luangwa, he or she is supposed to put on a red shirt together with a black short. For the girls, let me talk about the hair type. For the girls, we expect this kind of hair type. It's called mukule. It's mukule, which is going at the back with a pony at the back, and it should reach on the shoulders. We don't expect the pony to reach as far as the back, and also we don't encourage fringe, because fringe will become an obstruction when they're writing or they're doing the activity. Now let me also talk about the boys' hair type, or the respected cut. One, they should have a brush cut or an English cut. We avoid mohawks and all sort of design they put in the boys' hair. Now, if the child is not okay, remember to communicate to us, either through the principal's office or the secretary's office, or you can leave a message. Sometimes you might be calling because we won't pick up. Once we're in class, we don't use phones. So when you leave a message, you'll be able to see it later. Or if it's urgent, you can still go to the principal's office or the secretary's office. You tell them about a child's not being well. Also remember to read the circulars. Circulars are very important. Once the child comes back from school, we need you parents to be involved, as I talked about it earlier. So read the circular, because if you don't read the circular, you are going to miss out a lot. Children should be in school exactly at 07:20. Lessons begins at 7:30 and they end at 12:30. So once you are free to pick up your child at 12:30, those who are picked by the bus, we take them to the bus through the assistant teacher, as well as those who are picked in school, you'll find them in the school hall around 13 hours. So if the child is picked by the Blessed Hope buses or any other mean of transport, you need to communicate to the teacher as well, so that we know about the child's movement. Kindly note that every Wednesday the children are supposed to be in blue, or the color that we'll be looking at during the week. We have a letter that you are going to receive as soon as you are in school. As soon as the child is in school, when you bring a child in school, you're going to have a letter that indicates the homework, the color, and the sounds of the week. Thank you very much. I end here.